River rivalry is in the books. Texas Longhorns, they're proving why they're the number one team this season. At first, they struggled in the first quarter, but then after that, it was just a runaway train. Texas Longhorns, they beat Oklahoma Sooners 34-3. Now, Ben, I'm here with Ben. Thank you for joining me, Ben.
No worries.
Mr. Yes, Mr. Texas Longhorn guy. I had to get you for this content. Ben, it's funny. After watching the game and the highlights and everything, I had to go back today and watch the preview and everything that's been said, all the trash talking. Um, it was, Texas offense against Oklahoma's defense. Oklahoma's defense were getting praised a lot, and they got exposed, as we can see
Oh
this
yeah.
weekend,
Oh
especially
yeah.
that running game, they got exposed. So it was a classless what happened in the third quarter when Quinn Ewers went to slide and then, Oklahoma got dirty. But I like that the team and the coach, everybody stood up for the quarterback. That goes to show how much they love playing for him, how much they care about him. And, obviously he wasn't at his best, but imagine when he's at his best. Texas Longhorns as a unit, um, they weren't at their best, but look how they perform against Oklahoma. So Ben, take it from there.
Well, you've first got to remember that this Oklahoma side was on offense very weak. Going into it, their top five wide receivers, including their main guy on the position, Dion Burr, was out injured. They had freshman quarterback who was he better than Jackson Arnold? Well, there were talks about bringing Arnold in at half time. That didn't happen. I don't think with this Texas defense, a change in quarterback would have happened. This Oklahoma side they're struggling. They are struggling. The defeat to Tennessee was an eye opener, and they're not going to do well in the SEC. Alternatively, Texas, oh my God, they are the best team in football, best team in college football. Quinn Ewers was rusty. He came back from his rib injury, and he could have played against Mississippi State, but they thought, no, let's get Arch Manning in. Now there was a debate going into it. Would it be Ewers? Would it be Arch? I was on the side of Ewers is QB1. Arch is essentially the backup. Doesn't matter how well Arch is played, Ewers had to play. He was rusty to begin with, throwing that interception, but as he got on, he got into the game and he delivered. Now, I'm going to throw a hypothetical out here. If they played Arch Manning, would the score be higher? I think so.
From the few games that we've seen him play, I wouldn't underestimate Arch Manning. I would underestimate. And what makes this Texas team so dangerous is that you have two quarterbacks to deal with,
Yeah.
not one but two. And we're looking at two future NFL quarterbacks. So that's how much um respect I have for both of those young men playing for the Texas Longhorns. The way things are going, if everything stays intact, if everyone stays healthy, because unfortunately in sports, durability matters a lot.
Yeah.
So, depending on those things, there's no doubt that Texas Longhorns should win it all this year. There's no doubt. But wow, I mean, 34-3, 34-3. But regardless, it's always an exciting time of the season when we have rivalry games like Texas versus Oklahoma, Michigan versus Ohio State, you
Yeah.
know, and that's one that I'm waiting and I'm craving for. And even to a certain extent, I like Ohio State versus Penn State, which will be on November 2nd. So
Yes.
and speaking of Ohio State, that loss against Oregon was wow, that's heartbreaking. That's a
Yeah,
heartbreaking way
that
to lose a game. And I feel for the
Oh,
quarterback. Those are kind of
yeah.
plays that will give you nightmares, not for days, but it will stick with you for quite some time.
I mean, Ohio State will probably get their revenge in the championship game. I think Oregon and Ohio State are the two best teams in the Big Ten this year. They've got rid of all the stupid comp divisions, which for years prevented a Ohio State Michigan championship game. But so it's top two team. It's not Penn State. It could be Penn State. Probably not. Ohio State, Oregon in for the Big Ten championship. As for the SEC, the big game really is next week. Red River, fantastic rivalry game, brilliant. But in terms of Texas's season, this was just the warm up. Next week in Austin, they got the Bulldogs, Georgia. That should be a cracker.
Thank you for reminding me because that one I can't wait for that one.
Nah.
That's gonna be oh my goodness.
Now you got
Any given Saturday, anyone could be
yeah.
beaten. So
Now you got Quinn Ewers versus Carson Beck, two potential NFL caliber quarterbacks. So Beck could be the number one pick. We don't know. And yeah, it should be a good game.